That's all love.
Influence for
No, don't influence him. He can
No,
make
that's my partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, grown man talking? Appreciate you. Grown man talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man, grown man talking right there. If y'all can see that. That's the name of his channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. That's I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He can have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate your grown man talk.
What's going on, you? So, what's going on? Could everybody hear me? We are live, and we are in the building. What up, what up, what up? How y'all like that new promo? Shout outs to everyone who showed the GMT panel some love. It's been real. How y'all like that new promo? Great, good. We rocking with it.
I like it.
We gonna rock with it. I love it.
I like the people giving a shout out to your channel and everything. So that's dope. That's the dope part.
It's dope, man. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat early. Greatly appreciate it. We love it. We love to see it. The early grinders of the GMT family up in the building. On top of that, we got someone new on the panel today. What up? We got the beautiful Alicia. Please introduce yourself. Let us know what you got going on.
Hey y'all, I'm Elisa. I am the owner of Nah I'ma Stay Yoga. I opened it up in Charlotte about a year ago when I moved there. Also a flight attendant. So I'm on this call from Oregon. So bear with me if I'm like yawning a little bit. I just woke up.
See, in a whole different time zone, y'all. That's like 3 hours behind Charlotte. If you want Eastern time, if you want the EST, she a little different. So she just woke up. So we're gonna bear with her, but we're gonna get the best out of her today. You know what I'm saying? I would like to move to you, Kit. Alicia, I think I got that feedback coming from your mic. I'm gonna mute you while we go through this. Okay. So, Kit, what you got going on?
Happy Sunday, everyone. I am super, super excited. September 15th, we are doing the Bets and Blunts bus tour. For people who do not know, North Carolina Cherokee Nation has actually gone legal, or they will be going adult use cannabis starting September 7th. So what does that mean? That means that you can legally go on the Cherokee reservation. You can actually purchase your cannabis and there's no issues. You don't need a medical card. If you do have a medical card, that's awesome. You'll get a discount. The trip is going to be amazing. We've got a whole bunch of stuff planned, not only for the bus, but for the tour itself. We will actually leave from Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you're in another location and you want to join, just let me know. But the swag bags, we've got some amazing sponsors. Shout out to GMT for hooking us up out here. We will definitely have some shot o'clock activities on the bus, brunches included. We have a tour of the dispensary. You actually get happy hour savings at the dispensary as well when we go. Then we go to the casino, so big money, no whammies, if that's your thing. And then we head back to Charlotte, so it's an amazing day trip, so definitely check out the website. I will actually post it in a private chat so GMT can put it up on the screen. But September 15th, it's going to be an amazing time. And also, if you just need some eats and treats, or if you need an event catered, definitely just check out the full website. It's theedibleincredible.com. So looking forward to talking to you.
Do me a favor. I have it up on the screen right now. So there is a code that you can scan. So if you are interested in going, take your phones out and scan that code or screenshot it so you guys can get more information and reach out to Kit at the number provided above for more information.
Absolutely. For more information.
We love to see it. We love to see it. So, all right, before we move on, we got an early super chat in the building from my guy, Blockchain Beeman. What up, man? We got a $20 super chat from my guy. He says, shout out to GMT Kid, the Professor, Quint, and the infamous Chill. Oh, ask Alicia if she wants to sell her flight benefits. Also, let's pray Just Internet isn't on Android mode today. Whoa. Whoa. The internet has been doing fine for the past 2 weeks. So we are blessed to have Jess in the building with us. Jess, talk to us, Jess, what new you have going on. Let the peoples know what's up. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute, sister.
I told you I got 2 places that I'm mute, and I got to remember to take it off both. So I'm just glad to be here. I had a great time yesterday on Medium Man's channel with the crew, with some of the crew. And still posting, got a lot of premieres coming out and everything. So just check out the channel when you have a chance.
There we go. Everybody make sure you go and follow Just Justified. All right. Professor, what we got new going on over there, my guy?
You on mute, Professor.
Listen, I know I'm not like some people. I love me some Jess. I usually do. I'm usually on mute, but no, nothing, man. I'm just glad to be here. Glad to be out. Glad to be on the show yesterday. Glad to be here today. Dropping some new content. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, if you don't like the content, subscribe. If you do like the content, subscribe. Share it out. I do reach out about relationships and reaction videos. In addition to that, I have touched a little bit on the political side. So if you want to get some political content about what's going on in our current presidential election, definitely reach out and listen to it. And also send me videos. But you can also check me out at The Distinguished Professor at my Instagram, which is on the screen, and also The Distinguished Professor on YouTube.
All right. That's what's up. Go follow The Distinguished Professor. All right, I'm so chill. What you got going on, my guy? Look like you're making some big upgrades over there.
I'm trying to get into this stuff, but these big upgrades is making me not so chill, man. My forehead is misty as hell, man. It's hot as hell over here, man. These lights ain't no joke.
That's why you gotta have a fan, man.
I cut it off. I'm like, oh my god, yo, I'm gonna die on live, yo. This is gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna die on live.
Over there sweating like a hoe in church.
Damn.
Do they sweat anymore?
I'm about to go open up the balcony, man. So I hope the wind don't blow my green screen down, man. You know what I'm saying? But
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Don't worry.
Oh man,
a little moist on them lights.
Oh man. She said, get used to the hellfire. That's wild. So, yo, so Quint, what you want to shout out, man? What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much. Same old. Just working, like old Pimpin' Ken say, humping, bumping, and stomping. You know, that's about it. Same old.
That's
happy to be here.
I'm happy you here. So, what today? What I would love for
GMT, before you start, I'm sorry, I meant to throw in, if anybody is interested in being on my panel, I am starting, so I used to do What's the 411, and it was about all news and things going on in cannabis. I'm actually going to be revamping that on my channel, so if anybody, is in the industry or is interested in learning more about the industry and want to be a part of the panel, definitely reach out. That's all.
Definitely reach out. Y'all know where to find Kit. You know what I'm saying? And she got that edible incredible in her hand right now. That's what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, I'm excited. We got Elisa in the building, and everyone did their introductions. I would also like to go over some quick housekeeping rules. Do me a favor, everyone with the wrench in the chat. You know who you are. You are the mod. So please keep the chat clean, respectful. Anything seems out of whack, time them out. We got some new subscribers as of yesterday, so I expect them to kind of trickle in the building, and I'm looking forward to them being here. But of course, I want to keep everything nice and clean, so that way we could just have a good conversation. So with that being said, you guys saw the thumbnail. Y'all saw the thumbnail. What y'all think about these mama's boys? So we're going to get into a quick video, and let's talk about it.
It's for the boy moms and the boy moms only that's out here pulling this bullshit. Repeat after me. Your son is not your man. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Your son is not your man. I have seen with my own two eyes how little boys are forced into manhood at a very early age. They are forced to be protectors. They are forced to go out there and be providers for their family and their mothers, okay? They are forced at a very early age to provide all of this emotional support to their mothers, right? I've seen how these so-called mothers are using their son's mind to manipulate them, right? Most little boys are crazy about their mother. Most of them have a connection, a really deep connection with their mother. I know because I have two boys. I'm a boy mom. I've seen so many of these so-called mothers abuse their sons, not only financially, but emotionally, right? I've seen so many women out here claiming that they got a man or claim that they don't need no man or claim that they married. They always so quick to let their man off the hook, but yet they want to run to their son for all of this emotional support, all of this financial support, all of this just stability, right? I also see a lot of so-called moms poisoning their son's minds, poison them into not really wanting them to move on with a woman, not get serious, not leave the nest, not be a provider, not be a protector, not be somebody's husband. They don't want that for their sons. They really want to keep their sons right where they at for their own selfish reasons. Your son do not owe you none of that. Again, your son is not your man.
All right, your son is not your man. So what y'all think about that? I would love to start with my new panelists and get your thoughts on it. Y'all, I'll start with you. I'm putting you on the spot early.
Spot hot.
That's fine. How do I sound? First of all, it's good. You got okay.
Yeah, your audio sounds perfect.
Perfect. Well, I was shaking my head a lot because I was like, you got it, sis. You're right. Your son isn't your man, in all honesty. But in our community, and I'm only saying but because we don't know the circumstances of each of those moms with each of those sons. Now, we tend to not go to therapy a lot, and that's exactly the answer to a lot of these questions. But at the same time, she's absolutely right. Your son is not your man. You gave birth to that little boy. He has his own life. You can give him the structure that you can possibly give him as a woman, and everything else, that's out of your control. I do understand that circumstances are circumstances. They are trauma bonding with their kid because their son is not in the picture. But mind you, I'm speaking out of a term of I don't have children. I'm a forever auntie. So it's a different opinion over here. But I definitely agree with what she has to say. And maybe it didn't have all the right facts behind it, but she has some good standing points for sure.
Got you. I'm agreeing with that. All right, let's move on to my guy, Quint. What's your thoughts on the matter, man?
I'm a mama's boy, and but I really come on, Gia.
Y'all giving
I'm a
Chill
mama's
all
boy
these
because
trigger words. Watch his face. Y'all give him
because
all
I
these
was
trigger words.
I was the youngest of three boys, so, and then my two older brothers were like 8 and 10, well, 6 and 8 years older than me. So, but it was never a situation where I was putting in the place of her man or anything like that. It was always that she was authoritarian, and we all knew the difference, parent and child. So it's hard for me to identify with that, and I haven't ran into it too much as far as the mother using the child, but I've heard of it being the case. So I can't really give too much input on it due to the fact that I haven't really seen it like that. The women that I've dated that had kids, that had boys, that was never the situation.
Got you. Yeah. What up?
Hey, everybody. Hey. First things first, chill your face. You got to do something. I know you're working on your new light situation and your stardom. Now we got to work on your face. Like you got to do something about that.
I'm too
trying to
animated.
listen to people. I know. I be trying to listen in, and then I just see you doing some old dumb shit, and now I can't focus. So we got to work on that. Shit. We'll talk about that later.
All right.
However, kind of piggybacking off of Quint, I don't really see it a lot. I hear a lot about it, but I don't really see it in the way of, you know, oh, I got to run to my son for every little thing, or, oh, you know, like, oh, girl on Everybody Hates Chris. I don't need no man. I'm gonna take care of me. Like, I don't never really see, you know, that level of energy behind it. I never really see. I hear about it more than I actually see it, and I'd be wondering, like, if anything, I think it's interesting because if nothing, I feel like what I see more in this realm is men looking for women to take care of them.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is, kid?
I'm just saying what I see more. We haven't gotten to that part of the topic, and there are 3 other people on this panel that I know have opinions. And even though Matt isn't on this show, I'm going to land my plane because we have to keep these things short and sweet, like me.
All right. Judge Justified. Talk to us.
Yeah, so I would have to say, like, in my circle, I don't see it as much. You know, but I'm not saying that it's not out there. I do not condone any lady making her son, because, well, you hear about things, and that's what I want to say, and I don't want to, you know, act like if we don't hear about it happening, where, you know, even women are be like, oh, he's so handsome, he's gonna be a heartbreaker, as simple as that. Sometimes you're telling that you're bringing, like, you know, adult interactions into into children's realm, where you got to let them just be children and not put like adult descriptions on them or things like that. So I definitely don't agree with that. It's definitely unhealthy.
Okay. I just put a poll in the chat, just asking everybody, please do me a favor and take that poll. The question is, are son husbands a thing in the Black community? Because it seems like 3 of us so far have not seen it at all. So, Professor, what's your thoughts on the topic?
Get him, Professor.
No, I'm not gonna really get him. Chill, not right now. I'll get him a little later. But we definitely have we definitely have too many of our mothers raising their sons to be son husbands, and it's actually crippling our community. These young men are being groomed to feel the emotional and sometimes financial void left by absentee and deceased fathers, and a lot of times that's setting them up for failure in their adult relationships. A lot of these young men are growing up learning how to be men without the conditioning of actually learning what it is to be a man. And really, let's be clear, this isn't just a family issue; it's a community issue. It's affecting our community greatly. And these dudes, when they grow up, they're lost. So they're leaving. They're in relationships they're leading relationships that are unfulfilled. They're incapable of building healthy relationships with our women. And in turn, a lot of times they despise our women, and they end up going to other races of women because they despise what their mother did. I myself not was a son husband, but I paid bills. I paid half. I paid part of the rent. I paid the cable bill, and as a senior in high school, and I paid my tuition for school. So I in turn I paid my own way, and that's not a knock on my mother. It's just saying I had to do that myself. To this day, I still have to, from time to time, give funds to my mom because of the fact that she's retired and, you know, she raised me. So I have no problem doing that. But at the end of the day, that's not my responsibility. And it's not my responsibility that she chose a guy that ended up passing away. Can't control that. But at the end of the day, that's what ended up happening. So I end up turning into sort of a son husband a little bit. So I've been down that road. And so and part of the things in my relationships that have happened are directly because of how I was raised. My father died when I was 11. So some of those things that happened as growing up are directly because of that. And I had to go through therapy to make sure that I was able to cope and start leading healthier relationships.
Okay. All right.
What you say, kid?
It's my facial expressions, man. It was something that was said, man. I was rocking with him, and then he said, "It's not my fault that she picked the man that passed away."
Like it was her fault.
No.
She solely picked him because
chill. I will explain in the back room. I just want to explain on the panel.
Right. I got you. All right.
Yeah,
You know me, man. Hey, boy, this mind of mine. But look, everybody, all right. So unfortunately I didn't grow up with, either or. I grew up in a system, and it was like I had 30 different mamas, but they all knew that when it was time to punch out, they left my little nappy headed ass right there in that group home, right? And I picked up a lot of their traits. The thing is, when women raise sons, what I've noticed and what I've seen is they tend to create the man that they didn't qualify for, because that son gonna always have their mama back, right or wrong. And it's really hard for us as a man to confront, our mother, even though we know she wrong, man. And that's what they create. And these dudes come out here with a lot of things that are stripped from them. They're deficient. They don't want to admit it, but they are in certain areas. In a lot of areas, they become very deficient. And that's the thing that a lot of people just don't want to reach out and touch. That's the problem. And they create a lot of deficient males who grew up into deficient men, and the dating pool is all jacked up. Women just out here just, running buck wild because there ain't no men that can just grab them up and be like, hey, sit that ass down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sit your ass down.
I was saying, chill.
He was, hey, sit your ass down.
Go give him that look.
Give him that
look.
You sound like an old ass man.
Oh, like my brother GMT played a video where the dude was, his lady was getting her cheeks clapped in the parking lot in his car. And you know what he did? He was so docile. I ain't saying he had to go out there and, blow something up, but I be goddamn. See, when a woman fears dominance, there's a fear behind respect. You know what I'm saying? There's a hint of fear behind respect. Like, you respect fire because if you put your daggone hands in it, you won't get burnt. So you respect it. The ladies really don't respect the men out here because a lot of them are very docile, and it comes from being raised by the very same women that's complaining about the men today.
How would you handle that, Chill?
How would I handle that?
You got she got a dog chain on. Hey, with your t-shirt on.
Hey man, let me just be sure.
You got semen on your t-shirt.
I have to interject. I don't necessarily think it's a fear versus a respect. We respect dominance. We don't fear it. I don't fear anybody that dominates me. I respect them in the fact that they are able to control and lead and do in that way. I'm not afraid of you. I will cut you. So
right. So like I said,
this is a family show. This is a family.
Yes. It's a family show. Stop.
Families cut each other every day. What are you talking about? I just watched the series about
in Mexico.
Right. So what I'm saying is there is a component behind it. I'm not saying you're outright afraid, but daggone well when you run your mouth and your man buck at you and you go like that, that's fear. Okay, because you are afraid of something actually happening.
Unhealthy.
Listen, you see, listen, like, hold on.
You buck at me, there's a whole see now. If you buck at me, now we have a different can of worms to open.
See,
you knocking if you buck.
Yeah. You know how we playing with our ladies.
I am the nuck for the buck. Okay.
How would you handle this, Chill?
Okay, I'm gonna have to answer. Let me.
How would you nigga? Hey.
Get your out. Look at me.
Nah,
you lost mine and somebody else's.
All right.
It smell like Badussy.
How GMT say? One mic. Listen.
But you don't say nothing to him about it. He can say that, and you don't call out the family show. But I say I'm a custom.
What I say? What did he say?
I'm talking about the professor.
You have ovaries.
What did he talk about? What? Oh, I missed that part.
She said
my shirt says don't be a cuntosaurus. That's what you're being right now. Don't you be?
See you next Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, I want to answer my brother though real quick. How I would have handled that situation. I got to be honest. If I would have ever found myself in that situation, then I'm gonna have to reflect because I did something wrong. The only time that women tend to do that, she wanted to disrespect him in the most egregious way, and she wanted to get caught. That when women do that kind of stuff to you, she's letting you know your report card. She graded you an F. You failed, and she is going to do everything possible to disrespect you. Man, listen, all I could have did was just got my stuff and left. Just like that brother said in that video, I'm gonna pack my stuff and leave. He was a dusty. He was living with her. So I would have had to reflect.
So,
there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
So going off what you just said, right?
Yes, sir.
Whenever a lady picks someone that beats them or something like that, we always say she should have chose better. Somebody who leave her with a child, we always say she should have chose better. Mm-hmm. So how is it our fault if a woman was to do that? Could it be that we should have chose better?
No, because I gotta be honest. Usually when we pick the women that we want, she's the woman we want. It's only when we fail to elevate that life is when we get crapped on. I haven't seen it any other way.
But Quinn, and to be honest though, we talked about this last week though. She had a whole dog chain on, so that's something that she had going on that she.
That wasn't the first time, exactly.
Right, so that's something.
Y'all want me to play the video? Jesus Christ!
The video.
I mean, we probably talking about son husbands, but I get it. Dang, Quinn, I can't take you nowhere.
It's crazy that y'all are rationalizing degeneracy on her part and trying to like talk about inequality, period. She's double inequality. He should have left her and done. Like y'all are like talking about people without actually having morale and all of that. And that's the problem where I'm not connecting with y'all. Because it's like you're looking at women that don't have morale, and just because he put her on wifely status, then you know it's you usually blame the woman for that or whatever the situation is.
We didn't even blame her.
I wasn't blaming the woman. I'm just saying that's
Chill blamed himself.
Yeah.
Indirectly. He blamed himself.
And I think he could have chose better, because I think if she did something as blatant as that in the front yard in a truck with someone with a dog chain on her neck, she's done it before.
Yeah.
It's been going on.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking it's something that he should have seen when he married her.
But I think she probably asked.
Hold on,
Go ahead, Alyssa.
Oh, I was like, go ahead. I was gonna say, usually when narcissists are being sought after, or someone is coming for them, or they're trying to get with somebody, you're not gonna see what they want you to see until they want you to see it. So it doesn't matter if it's a man, woman, or child. You have brought up the fact, Quinn. If it was a man, you would tell a woman to choose better. I've been with narcissists. You will never know until you know. And they could be the nicest people. They could be well put together. They can have organization, leadership skills. And that's the same thing with the woman as well. You could get everything on the top-notch pedestal. And then when you really see you pull that curtain back, she's someone who wears dog chains and gets busted down in a car. So
what I was saying is, I wasn't saying that we should have chosen, but what I was saying is, in most women cases, whenever they have trouble with a man leaves them with a child, a man beats on them or what have you, we usually say you should have chose better. It was something that you should have seen, a red flag or something. And that's all I was saying is that sometimes we should take that same advice, because
so even what she was just saying, that's what she was saying in response, as in to say
she's right,
that whole choose better conversation kind of makes no sense, because sometimes people put a mask on until that mask falls off. If you are familiar with narcissism, then that's, or narcissistic traits. Remember, not everyone is narcissistic. There are narcissistic traits. And a lot of people carry it in this world, obviously, because this whole all about me movement in this world now. So she's trying to say they will put up whatever persona they want to put, as long as they want to put on. Of course, eventually it will fall off. But when it falls off, sometimes you have no control, because you don't know, you're looking at what they're doing. And sometimes it can be that good if you're dealing with highly narcissistic types. But I mean, that's in a different realm. Alyssa, I'm glad to meet you.
Hey, girl.
let me take care of the super chat. Y'all know how we do. So we have a $2 super chat. Greatly appreciated, my guy. He says, GMT, what up, G? What's popping, man? Good to have you in the building, man. So, real quick, let's get back into this quick topic, man. It's one of my peeves when y'all call these quote unquote men that treat women bad, or even women that treat men bad, narcissists. Narcissism has to be died. Hold on.
But narcissistic traits are real.
Good God Almighty, Jess.
You said
Narcissistic
narcissist.
traits are
It's a
real.
favorite
I
word.
said it.
You said narcissist. She said, Elisa said narcissist. Narcissist, you have to be diagnosed with that. They did a study. Only 3% of the world has been diagnosed with narcissism.
Is it
Because
because
they
only
don't-
3% went in to get checked?
No, so hold on, let me
Exactly. They
explain.
don't
Oh
think
my
anything's wrong with
God.
themselves.
Hold on, let me explain this to y'all. Let me explain how stats work. You're not going to check the whole world, right? But what you do is you check a large amount of people. Now listen. Just because someone treats you bad does not make them a narcissist. Do you know how many women could call me a narcissist right now? Because I treated them
Is
bad.
what you did in the time of whatever they're calling you a narcissist for,
Just-
was it
I just didn't treat her.
narcissistic?
Was it narcissistic?
I just
Was
did
it
not
a
treat her good.
narcissistic trait?
I just did not treat her good. But my
You do know
mama,
it's like on a
my
spectrum.
friends, my kids, I treat them good. But I treat them good, very well, very handsomely well. So, but there's a woman out there that's right now that's like, yo, that's that motherfucking GMT. He's
But
a
maybe
narcissist.
maybe in the time of you meeting her and whatever space you were in, that's the characteristics you were giving. It doesn't make you that person. And you're saying that people have to be diagnosed. Do you know how many undiagnosed people, especially in our community, are walking around?
With anything, BP,
Tell us.
with narcissism,
request
with
permission to
bipolar,
speak.
Oh, BM. Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, here we go.
BMU, what up, man?
what's-
Hold
man,
on.
what's-
I gotta give you a proper. Right? CMU is in the building. What's popping, man?
Where you been?
Hey man, what's up, twin? Hey, listen, everybody on the panel, listen, Clint, Kit, I'm so chill, man. My brother, my twin, Professor, and Just Justified. How are you guys doing today, man? Good to see all you wonderful brothers.
We got Elisa here. Don't forget about Elisa.
I said her name first. Elisa.
Oh, you did? Oh, my bad.
So I will say this, guys. On behalf of the So Tired of This Shit Foundation, I would like to say that every year Black women find a word and then they use it until they wear it out. Black women are diagnosing every Black man that stands up for himself, has something to say, a response back. All men are narcissists. But you've come to find out clinically, because you know, guys, I deal in statistics, not emotions and feelings. Statistically speaking, a large amount of, if you go look this up right now on your phones, if you have them, the largest amount of mental illness drugs are taken by women. So
Maybe
if that's the
maybe
case,
because we actually want to learn what's going
hold
on.
on, those are medically diagnosed. Now imagine, I agree with you, Lisa. Imagine the people that are not diagnosed. So most men are being called narcissists. Let's see what narcissism mean. What does that define? A person who and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna watch the faces of the people on the panel. A narcissist is a person who basically makes everything about them. They don't take accountability for anything.
Not limited to.
Right. They don't take accountability for anything. Everything has to be about them. It's always about them.
Not limited to just that though.
I'm asking, does that sound like a man?
Yes.
So men, okay, cool.
Not
so
all men,
that
but
men make it all about them. They make it all about them. They're always making everything up because we're all content creators here. We know what happens on YouTube. We know what happens in real life. We've been around people. Would you say, Elisa, I want to ask you a question directly. Would you say that that when it comes to narcissism, would you say the majority or the minority are women?
I wouldn't give it a gender. I wasn't even placing it.
Thank
on
you.
all
No
men.
one made it a gender.
I wouldn't give it a gender.
No. But we have.
And I'm not running away or backtracking from what I said because we were talking about men in that sense, but I wouldn't give it a gender. I think we have a human condition right now. In the society we live in right now, we have a human condition. It is not men or women. Now, statistically, if that's what you can find, I will agree with you because that's what's out there. But at the same time, statistics are a limited factor of how many humans we have out here. It's not just men and women now. And we know that. So I can't answer that question for you. I'm sorry. Because I'm not.
Let me jump in real quick. Can I jump in real quick to that? Why is it that stats matter for certain things but don't matter for some?
Amen.
I don't think they matter at all, but that's.
Oh wow.
Okay, maybe not you. Maybe you're the type where it's like, yo, stats are not a real thing. But you'll hear a lot of women spit out a lot of stats. Men spit out stats all the time, but we believe them, right? We believe the stats. If statistics say X, Y, and Z, most men would say, oh, stats say. But when you say a lot of women, if I said right now, the majority of women are buying homes in New York statistically, most women would be like, yeah, girl, yeah, we're winning. But then when we say, well, the stats say that the majority of people are not narcissists, it's like, oh, but who tested them all?
Right.
Can I just
Who's
add
testing?
Can I add something real quick?
I want to say something. Go ahead.
And I'll just land my plane and I'll shut up. Okay. So first of all, I don't like doing the whole gender specific, because it's so funny, because in the comments there's a lot of people saying it's mainly women, and it's both genders, period, and it's a cultural problem that we have now. But it's like, it's so sad because because it's so washed out and people use it so often, they're taking away the actual meaning behind a lot of the stuff that it means, and the importance and how it affects our generation right now. When I talk about narcissism, there's a difference between narcissistic traits and narcissistic personality disorder. Now, when we say that, that's why people who even mention narcissism, we have to be specific between when we talk about people having narcissistic traits versus the NPD. NPD needs diagnosis. We know that. Now, narcissistic traits, there's a spectrum. As human beings, we come with different things, agreeableness, that, there's, if you study psychology, there's certain things, and there's a spectrum. We normally have to have a level of narcissism, but healthy, as in to say where our self-worth comes from and how we think about ourselves and refer to ourselves. But there is always a spectrum and extreme. So when people go to an extreme, it is possible. And yes, there are people who go sometimes may exhibit those traits but not have NPD, the disorder. So sometimes you have to understand it in the way that it is, rather than how it's being plastered all around the place.
Okay,
I
hear you, but two things. One, if we don't use stats, we don't have a baseline for discussion, because you have to have some sort of baseline for discussion. When you talk about narcissism, the NPD, the key characteristics of NPD are grandiosity, the need for admiration, lack of empathy, sense of entitlement, interpersonal exploitativeness, and arrogance. And 1 in 200 people have NPD. So at the end of the day, whether they walk around undiagnosed or diagnosed, it doesn't matter. Still, people are walking around with this situation. So it's not a black woman or a black man thing. It's a person thing. Exactly. And we all deal with, there's 1 or 200 of us deal with it. So at the end of the day, you're right, but you have to. I'm all about stats. You have to have stats as a baseline for a discussion, or you can't have a discussion.
And not even that. Refer to the DSM-5. The DSM-5 has
that is a DSM-5.
Okay, awesome. But it's more extended.
So,
but there are things to that list. Yeah.
Talking about the DSM-5, I would like to go over this super chat from my guy, Blockchain says, if you aren't licensed, certified psychiatrist, and well-versed in the DSM-5. What is the DSM-5? I'm a little slow.
No one said we're calling people narcissists.
What's the DSM-5?
It's a medical book that has
with mental order. It kind of describes a lot of mental
disorders.
Yeah.
Can I point out something, please?
Hold up. Let me finish.
Oh, my bad, brother. My bad.
I know I'm a little slow, but come on, God. It says, you are in no position calling someone a narcissist. Womenese has women using these words all willy-nilly.
Amen.
All right.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
All right. So go ahead, chill, and then I would like to get back to the original topic.
Please,
let's get back to the original.
Those who actually do.
Y'all supposed to be beating coochie, and y'all be beating these topics up heavy. Like, can we get to a new one?
Hey, man, just because you're a master of that, You can't be just willy-nilly throwing that around. We talked about this last week, okay? I love you.
Who are we talking to?
She know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
You know, you
All right.
said you mastered that thing.
The incredible edible.
All right.
Yeah.
Incredible edible.
I almost forgot what you was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not messing with you all.
Her edible is incredible.
I
All
love
right,
you.
so chill. Go ahead, brother. And then we're gonna get back on topic.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get back to the topic right here, right now. Cause see, I want to wrap this up into a big bow, beautiful bow for everybody. See, y'all fellas just don't get it. Yeah, I know y'all say y'all get it, but y'all don't get it. Listen to the uniformity in them. Every single one of them. They are on code while y'all are sitting up here trying to keep going back and forth with it. Not only are they on code, but these are the same ones that create the dudes that they complain about. They create us. All right.
Oh, yes.
This is the whole topic. All you got to do is put something out there that they don't agree with and just watch them all be on code.
Yes.
If you don't get it by now, then I don't need to be what I'm saying. I don't need to be saying it. They the only group that's on code. Lock, steady, and ready. Like goddamn 11 Bravo infantry. They boots on the ground. And we sitting up here going back and forth with it. Why?
But they're losing.
It don't matter.
I don't know. Let's get back on topic.
I'm sorry, Alyssa. You walked into delusional hour.
Yeah, you walked. I don't know
I was
what
like,
just happened.
Damn,
where are we going?
I know you're probably trying to figure it out. You walked into delusional hour with the panel. It's okay. I'm here every Sunday. So I got you.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
All right,
Jesus
look.
ain't got nothing to do with this.
So,
I told him to call.
Jet, let's get back into the topic. So, about these mama boys, right?
Yeah.
Don't y'all think if you look at most of the community right now, right? Look at our community for what it is. It's a problem, and I would say if we look at granted, less black men are going to jail. Congratulations to us with that, right? A lot of men are not falling into the traps of what it is, but we still have a good amount of black men that need some coaching from other men. Mm-hmm. When you have this society of boys that women are complaining about, the guys that's playing video games all day but not productive, the guys that not giving themselves all they can to be in the workforce to add to the family, non-productive. Those are the men that a lot of women complain about. When you look at a lot of those households, not all, but a lot of those households is single mother raised. Now, not to knock all single moms, what I'm saying is in those households, we have a problem because of the lack of masculinity. A lot of those women do take these boys. Now, I hear it all the time. Not only have I heard it, I'm not going to put my family business out there, but I was a very close component to it, right? Where I see the results of son husbands. And they're a problem. One of the biggest threats to society is an emotional man.
Or a man who doesn't know how to go through his emotions. Because emotions you're meant to have them, you're human. But I feel like a lot of men don't know how to navigate because they've never been conditioned to and never had a safe space to do so. But emotions are important. Now, acting on your emotions, not so smart. But if you're taught to go through your emotions, then they're important. I don't think y'all should hide away from them.
Well, and it's true, we shouldn't. But who's teaching these men? The problem that I realize is that a lot of men, a lot of women don't understand that we're not emotional like y'all, right? So for a man's emotions, we need guidance.
Damn, Porky Pig.
We need proper male leadership. One second, quick. We need proper male leadership in the right way to understand life and understand how to navigate the way we feel. Usually, if you see an emotional man, the likelihood is that man would take somebody out for stepping on their sneakers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
last time I said something about having like an emotional check and balance with yourselves, and Hank was on this episode. Where's Hank? I need you, baby. I hope you ain't got married yet. Come on.
Hank is getting married in 2 He's getting married in 2 days.
We only need one beard on this panel.
and the most moisturized one. It's okay. Here's the thing. When I said something about, oh, if men are emotional, like there's nothing wrong with that, they need to have that in check. I was in fact told on this panel, oh, if he crying and I said once a quarter, which was like 4 times a year. I was told that was too much and he need to go see somebody, or he need to talk to people, or he need to talk to his brothers. Because when I said that men should be able to be somewhat vulnerable, especially with a woman that they trust to have their back and do these things, I was told, no, you're not supposed to do that. Y'all ain't supposed to be out here crying and going out and getting, y'all not supposed to be all emotional.
Right.
You are sitting here saying that if y'all are emotional, that y'all need to work on that. And when I said that, y'all said y'all shouldn't be that emotional anyway, and that y'all might need help. We're not gonna do this.
I said no, kid. You misunderstood that whole conversation. You misunderstood that whole conversation. Well, we were saying that men need to talk to other men. We never said that men need to go talk to women and lay up in the bed and pillow talk.
Okay, I never said that. Wait, whoa. Pause it. I never said that y'all supposed to be pillow talking and boo-hooing and crying. That's not what I said. What I said was that even still, because I even said that even if y'all cry, you even said, oh, if they crying once a quarter, that they need to go seek some help and this, that, and the third.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Literally just now you sat here and said, like,
I'm not talking about dealing with emotions the way you're talking about dealing with emotions. I'm talking about navigating your emotions different. We're not going to deal with it like y'all, kid. Men are not emotional to the point like y'all unless we're taught to be that way. So this is why you have these crybaby men, because they were not raised on how to be strong men and how to deal with their feelings. It's a way that you as a man deal with it. But if your mom is telling you, it's okay, baby, cry it out. Now he's in a marriage with you. That man is crying almost every night in the bed with you. Anytime he feels somewhere, kid, oh my God, hold me. No, you don't want that, man.
We never made it to the bed because he would have cried before then. And he would have done it a lot. So we would have never even gotten to a place where you anywhere near my cheeks to be crying to me again. What are you talking about? Y'all got to get it together. Y'all are killing me today. Like, stop this shit.
You know you would have got them tears on your cheek.
Oh my God.
The closest thing I would have gotten to some tears on my cheek is you know what? This is a family show.
Yeah, this is a family show. This is a family show. Family show. Yo, quit. You be instigating crap, man. Yo.
Cut it out, man. You know I don't do that.
Was the target out here again? Like I said.
What's up, Elisa?
I ain't dealing with all that.
I've been with men who cry, and it's not a bad.
You make them
with
cry?
the past tense.
What'd you do to make them cry?
She left him.
She left every last one of them.
She left every one of them.
I can tell y'all some stories about a man.
It's not because they cried that I
I
left them, and actually, I can't speak for all women. No. It was you were crying wolf because people can do that and will do that, men or women. It's not because they cried that I left them. This specific person did cry and they boo-hooed. And I mean, cried like, dang, I'm sorry. I felt it in my soul. And they was lying.
Yeah, when he got caught cheating.
With her mother. He got caught cheating.
It wasn't even about cheating, but
what happened?
Let's
did somebody pass away?
Nobody passed away. I'm not
Cook.
giving you all the juicy details. But
she was talking to Jess, haven't
the
she?
man was lying.
Okay,
that's all I gotta say.
One mic. This is real now. This could be a teaching moment. What was the reason why he was crying?
Well, the reason he gave me of why he was crying is that he just felt like no one ever had his back. He went like deep with it. He went like kid trauma with it. And it was almost like we trauma bonded. No one has my back. It's a long story. But it went from no one having his back to no one being in his corner to black men don't have a place. Yeah, black men don't have a place to cry and no safe spaces.
If you don't be with me, I won't trust anybody.
Did he have a dad?
Always leaving me,
Yeah,
and he didn't have a good relationship with his mom, even though his mama loved him. And it was just like, damn, I feel really
emotional
bad.
burden.
Another question.
Hold on. One mic.
One more question.
So go ahead, Chip.
One more question. What did he do for a living?
He became an entrepreneur.
No, I'm saying when he was doing all that boohooing.
That he was an entrepreneur at the time, but I won't give you his previous. I won't, just in case
Right.
somebody watching it. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Some of this stuff don't make sense, but I'm gonna let this one slide.
Yeah, let it slide. All I'm saying is he was lying.
Right.
Let it slide. I'm not giving you all the details. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up.
The question that I have to ask you,
Lying.
right, is if that man, or you said you've been with men that's cried, those men, do you know their situation growing up? Did they have fathers or strong male figures in their lives?
The one of them did not, and the others, they did have fathers. I wouldn't call them strong male figures. They had fathers. They had places.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
There we
go.
go. There we go.
Yeah. Because a lot of men have that emotional burden. They're caring more about their mother's needs than their own. So they don't have anybody they can turn to. They have to put everything, the whole family, themselves. I mean, the whole family, their sisters, their brothers, the mother, all on their back. So who do they go to? They have no one to go to. And he said there's no strong male role models in their life. So they can't even turn to those dudes because those dudes ain't strong. So a lot of men are growing up like this. So who do they turn to?
A lot of trust issues too, in the fact of if I turn to you as a woman, I trust you maybe this much more than my homeboy, but I really don't trust none of y'all.
Nope.
I'll be lying.
Well, I will say, so I'm going to be very candid here. Ashley said something in the comment that's very true. Crying with for no emotional reason is manipulation. And fellas, I was habitual manipulator, man, with the tears, man. I was a dusty.
That was you?
Yeah, I did it. My wife was trying to leave me, man. I had to. I was like,
But are you trying to manipulate her or?
Yes.
She sound like you.
Nope.
That's the question. What do you do?
What did you do?
We're not going personal.
Dusty. I was a dusty.
Well, you don't need to give me the exact details, but did you do something for her to have that reaction?
Absolutely.
Yes. Her life was the same. That's what I did. Her life never changed. Same car, and if she got a different car, she had to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, no upgrading.
So look, every state we moved to, I just felt that I was like, oh man, this might be it. This might be it, y'all.
Oh man.
So you just had to pack it out.
Your square looks like stop doing it. Dude, you gotta stop doing that. Your square looks like it smells every time you do that. Don't do that.
Why your body look like you got stung by a bee?
Because God gives juicy things to beautiful people. That's why.
Can't take y'all nowhere.
Because God gives big, beautiful things to gorgeous people.
Right.
That's why.
But so that's what I'm saying, man.
Can I ask you a question? How did you invoke that crying emotion? Was it like I feel guilty and I really don't want her to leave me, or
no? Think about your dead grandmother.
Look,
like how did you?
No, let me tell you something. Growing up the way I grew up, you learn how to, manipulate. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in social services. I grew up by a bunch of women who showed me how to do that. Y'all know women can just bust out crying just out of nowhere. And as soon as you turn your back, they looking at you all evil, like, got you, sucker. Like, come on. These are the women that create these emotional boys. These ladies are, man, they tactful. They're dangerous. Okay. I picked up those traits. That's how I know this ain't no bull job, man. Women should not be responsible for raising boys at all. If you ain't got a strong man in your presence with that, yeah, he's gonna grow up with some deficiencies, man. And then he gonna grow up with some, depending on how he learned how to cut his teeth out here in society, society might train him to be one of these emotional dudes who will take a life like that because he just don't know how to tame his emotions.
And I will say, just in defense of that show, because my grandmother she's been a foster parent for 40, 50 years, something crazy. And so she used to, always foster kids, but then, and actually my grandmother had 6 and adopted 5, you know what I'm saying? So very big family just on that sheer strength. And my cousins would tell me a lot about for the small time that they were in the system, because she got them when they were like super young, but they still had a lot of stuff that they had went through, whether it was family, whether it was the system itself, like being in, homes and things like that. So you definitely learn different survival tactics based on who you're with and your surroundings, whether it's how to get extra food or how to cry to get something else that you might have wanted that was being, left out. So I can understand you learning the ways of ugly because, the system took you down. So now I have to be a little nicer to you sometimes, Chill, because I have to remind myself it's okay. He got other things. It's other. It's like, what?
I'm gonna piggyback off of you though, because it's not necessarily the ways of ugly. I'm a part of the system too. It's the ways of survival. Like we just
I'm about
get it
y'all.
how we get it. Yeah, I'm part of the system. I'm adopted, and
It's okay.
There's a lack of we have to deal with a lot, but there is a lack of I guess a lot of people call me cold, but I'm not cold.
Yep.
I'm blunt, straight to the point because I didn't have time to weave around everybody's emotions or normal emotions. So, yeah. Hey, friend.
What's up, friend?
Y'all got the homie about to cry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Got Ashley emotional. She is in the chat.
Ashley, don't fall for that shit.
Oh,
It's
I was
chill.
like,
You
who's
get-
crying?
She
come
been
back on
manipulative. She
Sunday.
ain't crying for real. She been manipulative.
Oh, hell no. Ashley, come back next Sunday. I promise you. Chill gonna say something to make you wipe all them fucking tears up. I promise.
Ashley over there listening to Jodeci. That's what's going on.
I promise you. She gonna be crying this week, and then she gonna be mad that she was crying next week. I can't believe I was crying behind that.
Hey,
that boy.
But it's true, y'all. It's really true. Imagine a lot of emotional males growing up knowing how to, when they leave their mother's care and they out here getting smacked around. Because that's what happened to me. I got smacked around by society, man. So I had to learn how to take
like women.
Oh, hell no.
That's a different show.
You gotta be domestic violence.
Yeah, no domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? But
that's his OnlyFans
show.
show.
Smack you around. Society will smack you around when you don't know how to tame your emotions or whatever. As soon as somebody do something bad to you on the job or whatever, you're like, yo, and it's going to correct you because you're not supposed to act like that. Men don't respect dudes who act like that. They just don't. And it's going to be like a downhill spiral. And then once you start, figuring out that, I got these traits, you can go one or two ways. You can get rid of them, or you can start utilizing them for all the wrong things. And that's what I did during my marriage. I was a straight up manipulator because I wasn't producing shit. So I had to do what I had to do to keep what I had to keep.
You like lights and the ability to be at home.
Yeah.
Occasionally clap cheeks.
And yeah, exactly. And she paid, but she was making more than me, so she was paying both of the bills. I was like, yo, this is comfortable. I like this. I can do this.
Insert burden and hand rub, like,
yeah.
But you see exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
Chill is the perfect example of a man that was raised primarily around women, right? That taught him how to cry, use manipulation tactics, which for the most part, because men do that too, but for the most part, it is a female trait, right? Men usually, when we get mad at things, we learn how to use our hands, right?
Yep.
But women, when they to get around the world, women use manipulation better to get around the world than men do. It is, that
we
just
get
how it
mad,
goes.
we get the revenge body, we get in the house, we get in the car, we get mad, y'all get mad.
Yeah, we'll throw down, we'll even shoot each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, YouTube. But we would go that far as opposed to, you know what I'm saying?
I can't.
Yo, Rafi, what's good, my guy?
You gonna let
What up, though?
And we got Matt. We got my guy Matt in the building.
MP.
Nobody can have it. Like what? Like, if I can't have it, nobody can have it.
You gonna Lisa left?
Oh, you one of them? I'm taking my ball, huh? You one of them?
I'm taking your dog and then I'm burning the house. If I can't have it, no one has it.
I left
Not your dog.
Left eye, man.
The dog.
You can have that dog. I didn't want that dog. No way.
I am one for taking
watch
back
him
whatever.
jail.
And I want the dog. I want all your sports memorabilia. I want to pack up and move
hell
your
you
barber
say?
out of town. I want to do stuff.
Not
that I
your
know.
barber.
I don't even want you to have no nice things for you. You can't have a nice haircut because guess what? They won't commit to you, but they'll commit to their team, their dog, and their barber. And I want all three. You can't have.
And that's why I'm bunny hopping. Thank you, kid.
I know that's
I was
right.
just gonna take away the
for snow.
Seahawks, so
You
like
better-
their blood pressure
go
would
go
go back
for
up.
snow. Go
I'm
for
bunny
snow.
hopping
I
to
ain't
get
mad
some
at it.
tequila or
Never let
something.
anybody get in
Go
that deep.
for snow. I ain't mad at it because I'm not playing. I want. I'm not trying to hump you back into existence. As a matter of fact, I just want everything that you love. That's it.
Why? Why not just leave? The best part of revenge
what do you
is
mean?
to get out of.
Leaving.
She don't operate.
I'm not revenging.
How are you? That's revenge.
No, it's not.
So Angela
I
Bassett.
bought the shit. It's in the. Okay, you know what? I won't take it, but you can't have the house. So
no, you already said you already
said that house. They got other houses,
right? Yeah.
So can I pose a question? Is it revenge, or you just is it like a relational prenup because you just taking what you came with? Is it revenge or relational prenup because you taking yourself and you taking whatever you brought with you, right? Like, so I'm not saying to take the barber and the dog and burn the house.
That's fine. I got more than one barber. It's cool.
Yeah, my cousin, she can't take that.
Can you not take, like, say y'all had a juicer? You can't take the juicer with you?
I'll buy another juicer. She got everything. Just let me take my clothes. She got everything in out. I don't care.
As a man, okay, shoot, that's fine. In the paycheck I'm making, I'm taking my juicer.
They don't understand, GMT.
Why y'all taking stuff? Like,
I'm gonna take my juicer just because I don't want to buy another juicer.
You'll eventually be happy again.
Yo, listen, y'all just need to learn. You see, and this is why I say, fellas, listen to the neighborhood GMT.
I got two.
Listen to your neighborhood GMT. This is why we say men that are primarily, back to the topic, men that are raised primarily around a female setting with no male leadership will get vengeful just like this. They will take your juicer. They'll take the mattress. They'll take your dog, your cat.
Oh, my ex took my dog. I'm taking it.
Yes.
Single mother syndrome.
Your dog must like him better.
No, he didn't even want the damn dog.
Yo, Matt is stupid. Matt said, "Who is Elisa? Is she married to a black woman?"
She's so chill.
Do I get
chill. No, he said you like chill.
Married to a black. He said, "Are you married to a black woman or you like chill single?" That's what he's trying to say.
Do I give that? That's what I give. I'm giving.
We
just I'm married to a black woman.
No, not married to a black woman. He said, "Are you a married black woman, or are you like chill?"
Single?
He's asking, "Are you single?"
She's in the single.
I'm sorry. That was. Oh, baby, no, I'm not single. If that's that grammar.
Wait, are you married?
No, I'm not married either. It was just the grammar. I'm not answering that question.
If you're not married, you're single.
Yeah.
If you're not married, you're single.
I'm dating myself.
I know you did.
Oh, that's
it might have been a typo.
No, that's really me dating myself because I'm not ready to date anyone else. It doesn't mean I'm so hurt. Blah blah blah.
It may have been a typo.
What you carbon dating? What's going on? I'm lost.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, go date yourself. You might like it. You don't even know if you like yourself. Shoot.
At least that may have been a typo.
It may have been a typo.
Yeah, it may have been a typo. Don't judge him because of that.
So 1 second, BMU, you there, brother?
BMU went to church.
He went to church.
Church or sleep.
He got the evening service.
He got
he what you call it. He just got home. I know he was traveling, so he just got home. So
he got the item.
But he
got another topic. He got it real quick.
Now we want to go to another topic. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to another topic.
Ooh, she feeling herself.
Y'all ready for this one? I'm gonna play the video and then we just gonna talk about it. We're gonna have an open conversation. Yes, sir.
Before you go to that video, man, something was going on with your Wi-Fi when you were playing your commercial for your He's Hensley. What is it? Tej Hensley?
Tej. Come on, Quinn. How long you been on the show?
Hey, what I'm trying to say is when you had it in your hand, it looked like you had a Viagra in your hand.
Now, Mr. Quinn.
There's a time where I end up being pregnant. Not with him, of course, but not by him. I end up pregnant. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So then I end up getting an abortion by myself. And it was the most horrible visit I've ever done. That moment where I was like, how did I get here? Like I have this beautiful, wonderful man of God. I am pregnant and I have this abortion. I'm doing all this in secret. It was so heavy that I had to tell him. And when I tell him this last time, he's gonna break up with me. I broke his heart like 8 times. And then this is the last time. I'm like, there's no way he wants me back, ever. And then so we talk, and he said, well, did you ask God for forgiveness? I'm like, I did. Did you forgive yourself? I'm like, I don't know. Well, I love you and I still want you to be my wife. That was my moment that I felt God's mercy and grace for the first time ever.
Ah, shut up. So, what do y'all feel about that? Let's have an open conversation.
This is the part of the segment when I want to leave and I'm gonna let the men handle it. Because why am I
Stay
here?
there, kid. Stay there.
Ooh, look at God.
Your Wi-Fi, your choice. Come on.
God freeze. Look, exactly. It's the Wi-Fi, even though I didn't want to have to deal with this shit.
8 times. Your face froze, kid.
There you go. So, Elisa, what's your thoughts on the topic? I saw some emotion happening with the video while it was playing.
I'm trying to find the right word. I'm gonna say this in the most non-sister soldier way that I can. I think that's a privilege for her to have cheated on her spouse about 8 to 9 times and get pregnant by somebody else, and they still want to marry her. It's a beautiful privilege, and for that to happen, I don't know if it's God's mercy or the man just really likes her. I'm gonna go on from that one. I'll dive back in when y'all get into it because that was a lot.
And I would like to address what you just said, but I do
blockchain.
have a super chat. Blockchain beaming in the building. What's good, my brother? He has a $10 super chat. He said, "Bro is nuttier than a squirrel." SHIT. She's proven she's a 304 9 times over. And now she also is a baby deleter, right? We're just going to use these words. He definitely doesn't have a father figure. Agreed. Now, Alicia, back to what you were saying.
Can I ask a question?
Why is that?
Can I ask?
No. Wait.
Oh, well, forget you then. Shit. Bye.
Come back, girl. Don't leave me in here.
That's the best internet been all day.
Okay.
Right there.
Come back, girl.
Oh, you here by yourself. I think you're alone now.
Hey, you know how GMT feels on Tuesdays now.
Right. Oh, you got
word. On Tuesdays, I get slapped around by the women all night long. So here's the thing, right? To say that it's a privilege, that's what I wanted to ask you. How is that a privilege?
When I say privilege, I'm using the terminology for her. It's a privilege. Not for me, it would have been a privilege. I'm not marrying anybody who thinks that it's okay for me to cheat on them 9 times. It doesn't make any sense. Right. When I say a privilege, I mean she can literally do whatever, be whatever, say whatever, and you don't have to condition yourself to be a certain type of woman or certain condition of woman to be suitable for marriage. But in the Black community, as a Black woman, I absolutely have to be a certain type. Thank you, girl, for coming back.
Put that pinky finger up. Put that pinky finger up. Look at that T.
I just didn't want to leave you alone with these raggedies.
Please, I'm just like, come back.
Speak for yourself.
But no, for sure, I definitely think as Black women, we have to be.
There you go.
We don't have to, but in the society that we live in, we are conditioned to be a certain type of woman in order to have certain type of suitors. Certain type. Anybody can marry anybody. You can marry your car nowadays. But I'm pretty sure the man that she was marrying was providing for her. She would, yeah, whatever you want to call it.
That's all it is. It's not a privilege because white men wouldn't take women that cheat like that.
They do.
And black men
do it. Black men do too.
Yes.
I don't know about 9 times. I have never met.
We just showed the video. We just showed the video.
We can't narrow that down to nationality because we don't know what type of man she has. Number one,
she could be with a black man,
and any fool would do it.
Well, think about this, Quint. If I can say this,
there we go. BMU.
Welcome back to the
There
show.
we go.
Ken.
I had some technical difficulties. If it keep happening, man, I'm trying to fix it here. But anyway, if we look at, just think about it, it's a lot of men accepted that. That's why a lot of men became alcoholics. That's why they became abusers. Matter of fact, if you want to take a look, a deep dive into Tyler Perry's life, just go watch his documentary. It explains it, right? He said his dad and mom were married. Mom was gorgeous, right? She was Creole, very beautiful black woman with green eyes. And when he was younger, she had 2 children prior to Tyler. And the mom and dad, the dad worked 16-hour shifts a day, took care of his family. She was a stay-at-home mom. He was a great guy in the community, went to church every Sunday, knew everybody. Tyler came along. He worked longer hours at work. He was stressed out. He was a drunk, turned into an alcoholic. He would beat Tyler to damn near a pulp. He would beat the mama to damn people in the community said he was unrecognizable. So after all these years, Tyler went face to face with him and said, "Why did you abuse me so badly when I was a child?" And he said, "Well, Tyler, you're 50 years old now. I think you should know that your mama didn't know I knew, but your mama was having sex with a whole bunch of guys. And I know for a fact that you're not my son." And it stressed me out to a point that I became a very evil man toward you and your mother. Tyler Perry said, "Can't be true. You are my father. I got therapy based on the fact that you were my father to forgive you." They had DNA tests done. At 50 years old, Tyler found out that his mother was a liar. She was a whore. And Tyler was not that man's son. And now Tyler's living at 50 with a hole in him because he forgave the man that he thought was his father, and he will never know the man who is his father.
Yep.
This is the stuff that even Kirk Franklin just went through the same thing.
Yep. Kirk Franklin went through it too.
Same situation.
Yeah.
Mama lied for years. She babysitting a 16-year-old boy. She 19. She having sex with the 16-year-old boy. The 16-year-old boy get her pregnant. Instead of dealing with the shame of sleeping with a 16-year-old boy, she lied and told the community she was having sex with an older gentleman. And Kirk thought he was the father. And at 51 years old, Kirk finds out that the man that he went to therapy to get forgiveness for was not his father, but the man who showed up at a family funeral with big ears and big nose just like him was his father. And the man never knew he was the father.
16 years old to him.
Happens all the time.
All the
with
time.
Black men stay in these situations where these women are blatantly cheating.
Yep.
So that's why I say it's not really a privilege. It's just foolish men of all races.
But
Of
here's
all races.
In Tyler's situation, and I'm gonna play the role here. So you know that this woman is doing XYZ, and your get back is to put your hands on me. 50-year-old me, Tyler, would have been whooping 70-year-old whoever's ass, because you don't know. No.
But kid, guess what he did though?
For what?
But
you
kid,
was
guess what he did?
dealing with her. Whoop her ass. Don't come
But
beating
guess
on
what
me.
he did?
Beating at her.
Well, he was beating
Now
a
I'm gonna
child
whoop
that
your
wasn't
ass because you whooped on me. And,
right.
and now
Well, he might still have it now. He might can still whoop Tyler.
No.
Hold on.
Let me tell you what happened. If you watch the documentary,
we gonna figure it out.
Hold on, Kid. Hold on,
Kit is in the air. You gotta let Kit Airlines stay in the air.
No, Quint actually had said something to me. Don't do that to me, GMT. Quint was saying something. I was responding. BMU, please go ahead.
No. I was going to say in the documentary they showed afterwards when he found out he wasn't there, it broke Tyler. You could look in Tyler's face when he got the results and knew that he was broken. And all that stuff that he put into his mom. My mom was amazing. My mom was beautiful. My mom was a good woman. She was a woman of God. And immediately in 30 seconds, he found out his mom was completely the opposite. Right? And so, but he went to therapy. He went to therapy.
At the same time, though?
Hold on. But he went to therapy with the dad. The stepdad, after they found out, he went to therapy. They went through therapy together. Tyler found out a lot of things. Why he did, the therapist brought it all out of the man. He was stubborn, but they got it out of him. That every time he looked at Tyler, he knew that Tyler looked like one of his coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
Lord,
he's actually working with the man that got his wife pregnant. That's best friend, the man that goes over and checks on his wife when he working long hours, was screwing his wife and got her pregnant.
Yep.
It's because he was
he
pretty
sent
and
a
Creole.
man to go check on his wife.
Yeah,
And
like
I
back
guess
in the
he was
back in the
doing
day
a
when you
really
had like a
good-
homeboy or a brother. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the end. I'm gonna land my plane here. Tyler said that this, after finding all these things out and knowing the stresses he went through and became an alcoholic, he's an AA and he really changed his life. Tyler said this man will never in his life ever have to work for another man. He's going to take care of him for the rest of his life, based on what he went through. Based on what he went through with his mom.
Tyler mama had a white liver.
Is that not the equivalent of? I mean, I don't know. What? Never mind. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
No, but
No, Kid, what you gonna say, Kid? I want to hear it, Kid. Come on, Kid.
To me, this almost sounds. Look, don't be a cuntosaurus. That is the message for today. Like,
Jesus.
that. Like,
Let's
that's
see the
the
shirt,
Kid. Look good. I'm just saying, you know.
You know, Larry Elder had a similar story.
I just
who did?
Larry Elder.
Oh yeah.
What you gonna? Well, hold on, Kid. What you gonna say?
I feel two ways about it, right? I feel like it's super commendable, right, for Tyler to be that level of person willing to do that leveling for this man that literally was taking out things that had literally nothing to do with you out on you. He's a better human than I am. I can absolutely admit that, because my level of humaning would absolutely not include that. I also just would not even. Don't ever come over here thinking it is. I'm looking at you, America. Like, don't do it. Like, it's never gonna
you, America.
just ever. I also feel like it's almost like we were talking about in earlier part of the conversation, right? You know, the son is taking care of the mom, you know, and now she's like, you know, he's this. Now all of a sudden you find out, oh, the man that took care of me was beating, you know, the wooden piss out of me, but he was doing it because here's the thing. She could have been all of these other things and those things at the same time. Who she was to Tyler doesn't automatically disagree because of who she was to this man. So she could have been the Jezebel whore who she was and could have still been this amazing mom who did X, Y, Z.
How could you be an amazing mom if you're lying to your child?
If you're doing all this cheating, you ain't got time to be a good mom.
How do you know that, though?
How do you know?
Because you're leaving when dad's gone. You're leaving when dad's gone.
The kids are at school. I'm just saying. I'm playing devil's advocate. I wouldn't do it.
Y'all act like y'all done had no uncles growing up. Uncle John's coming over the house. So y'all had like y'all had uncles growing up. Uncle John's come over the house, mom's cooking the food, and then they going in the back room.
What are you talking about? I ain't never had no uncles coming. My mom was not a 304.
Because your mom was not right. Your mom was not a 304. My mom was not either.
Well, maybe she wasn't a 304. What if she was the 304 outside and just didn't bring 304 home?
It's not my mom, yo.
Well,
all your moms have 304 in them. That's how you are here.
No. Your mom's not a 304 because she had relations with my father.
You know you all are right.
It's okay.
You all are right. She may have been an amazing mother. She may have been an amazing mother to them for what they saw. But you know, as a wife,
for him,
and he failed tremendously.
He knew.
But hold up, kid.
What's up?
It's just like you hate some clothes, and somebody gonna force you to wear them. You never know whether it was like, here, take your son. Your son going with you. Go with your daddy. Go with your dad, and all this. He know that's not his son. So like, man, keep this little damn boy away from me, please.
So then why didn't he just leave? Y'all tell us that all the time.
Because men don't leave.
Because he had two kids with her. He had two with her.
Men are loyal. Men don't leave relationships.
They don't. Men can get beat to a pulp. They don't leave. They just don't. They don't. And it's
we're the loyal ones. We're the loyal ones in the
relationship. Is it loyalty or is it lack of accountability? Because men will also not leave, but make you want to leave and make you want to do everything in the book to leave because they really want you to leave.
Well, you know, Elisa, all men are monsters. The only thing that
my God, no.
No. Listen. I'm gonna say this. All men are monsters. But the reason that men don't act in their monster is because there's laws that prohibit us from being who we really are. Now, if you go back into the beginning of time and going out over to men were hunters, gatherers. They go out and fight a grizzly bear. They kill him, bring him home, cut him up, use his fur, eat the meat, right? Men are warriors, and for a woman back in the day to disrespect a man in that manner, she probably wouldn't live. Back in the day, men didn't play that shit. Even in some tribes of Africa, they would, if a woman was seen to be dishonest, they would burn her tongue. If the tongue showed,
I mean,
if
Can we break it down?
the tongue showed red, she was an honest woman. If it showed black, that was their way of knowing that she was unfit, and she would be deleted immediately.
So
what color's your tongue?
If we're breaking it down to natural and we're going all the way to natural and we're going to say that men are hunters, we are also animals and we are the mammal species, and so are lions. And lions, who's in the den? It's not the lion itself, it's the lioness that are going to hunt. So there's different forms of hunting. So let's just
I'm so glad you said lions.
I'm just saying,
no. I'm with you. I want to walk down the south.
Here we go.
Watch this, Lisa.
Educate me.
The lions are very unique creature. Let me tell you what they do. If a lion gets old and he has cubs with the lioness, and that lion dies, the other lion comes over and attracted to the wife of that lion, so he will begin to have sex with that lion. Now think about it. He already got cubs with a lion that passed away, but you know what he does? He cleans it up. He ain't gonna be no stepdaddy. He deletes every one of them.
Gotta go.
The male lion
maybe
goes over,
we should be
deletes
more like
all the
lions.
cubs, and starts over. Starts his own family with that lioness.
Right. We shouldn't date single mothers.
Only reason why
But then when women delete their kids,
Shouldn't date
So
single mothers. You're right.
that's what Tyler Perry dad was doing.
Exactly.
Right.
Tyler Perry did not do that.
But to get back
His
to the
daddy.
video though, yes, she was messing around, but I wouldn't have taken her back for deleting that kid or deleting a kid. I personally don't believe in it, so I wouldn't have taken that lady back. And I don't think it has anything to do with what color or race she was. But the fact that she's sleeping around, that's the first situation. The second part is she had a kid and got rid of it. So that's two situations I would not have stood up for. I would have been gone.
But in that video, there's a great philosopher / rapper from Atlanta named Young Dro.
Okay.
And one of his hottest
hell, yo,
songs.
in the closet ass know about some Young Dro. Don't
Hey,
piss me
and
off.
one of
Don't piss me
his
off.
hottest songs.
Boy, y'all aggravated me.
Hey, check. Hey, you got to look at that. That's what they're talking about.
Oh, your closet. You really are in your closet.
Yeah, he's in the
No,
closet.
I remember man cave.
He's in his name.
Goddamn closet. I'm mad. That's the goddamn closet.
He keep it in the closet.
He had that Dr. Umar.
He's in the closet.
This philosopher named Young Dro had a song, FTB.
Yeah.
And that greatly describes that video.
Yeah.
Black man?
Yeah.
I'd have said it.
You said F that black man.
Yeah.
Yo, Chill, my boy Chill is like,
sitting there.
What did I get myself into today with these black people? I don't know what's going on.
Well, I know one thing, Chill, that light got your head shining. That thing
It's the T Shelly.
You hit the corner like this, and that thing was like.
Hey, listen, you can get rid of his barber, right?
Like you about to do a video.
I would get rid of his barber.
No, I said you can get rid of Chill's barber.
I would.
Yeah, you don't need it.
I'm deleting everybody.
You just need to like. Do you like squeegee your head?
All right. So
everything that makes you happy.
So fellas, listen. I'm gonna keep beating this drum, man. Just y'all gotta start paying attention to what they say out their mouths, man. That lady, she knew she could run the tables on this dude, and she knew that this dude would take her back. That's why it's like giving her a black card. She's gonna keep swiping it. She's gonna keep pushing your buttons, and because she know for a fact that listen, when a woman understands that you are the best, that she is the best that you could do, she gonna run the tables on you. That's why he keeps taking her back. Because she the best he can do. He's like, look, just as long as you don't bring him home and show me his face, I'll stay with you. I'll forgive you. He was probably this because the ones that they really like the most, they want to beat them. So yeah,
I'm so chill.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on, BMU. Come on with it, baby.
Listen. Let me tell you something. I'm so chill. Them white boys, you know what they do? They're proper planners. You'll do something to a white boy in 2012, and he won't kill you and get the insurance to 2024.
He won't delete you.
Unalive.
There is a video. Oh, watch this. There's a video of a man went on vacation with his wife who cheated on him 10 years prior.
Yeah,
and somebody caught him. They were deep sea diving, and the person was down the video under the water. And when they got to the deepest point, he poured her oxygen off the back of her pump and sat there and watched her drown. And he swam back up to the top. He would have gotten away with it if it wasn't a diving crew over there recording his ass.
Those meddling kids.
She's sitting there doing all this shit, and he's just watching them. Yeah,
Well, that's not a proper planner. That's just
No, he was good. He got caught.
There is literally, if you really want to talk about that level of planning, there's a documentary on Netflix, and
what's it called, man?
It's called A Friend of the Family.
What?
And A Friend of the Family.
Oh, okay.
This man not only was going for their older, like, teenage daughter. Not like he literally infiltrated the entire family. He had an affair with the wife. He made the husband give him a hand job and some other stuff we can't talk about.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that. Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Literally kidnapped the daughter. And we talking about over years. And literally kidnapped the daughter. And then
see that, man. 5 different words, kid.
Oh, and
family show.
Took the child away from her actual family in an uninvited manner. And when that happened, and he literally talked to the family. They literally had to go through, try to find him. He had his own wife and family. Keep this in mind. Kid took the child in another state. And then when they talked to the parents, literally was like, well, the only way I'll bring her back is if you allow us to get married. When he says that they are long-term planners, they are planning for a generation that hasn't even been thought about yet. Do you hear me?
That's a fact.
He ain't lying.
And BMU. That's another good. That's another. We long term plan too. Allegedly, OJ. He did a long term plan. I mean,
was that his long-term plan, or was he around a lot of people that long-term plan?
Professor, even the white guy that got on the news, and said, "I don't know who my family is. I don't know. Somebody need to help me find my family." The whole out there with the whole neighborhood looking for his family, and guess what he was? In oil barrels at his job.
Okay, yeah, he had put them family in.
He put his whole family in oil barrels. They was going to take them out to the ocean.
That's not just palm colored. There are a lot of people.
Better watch Dexter.
The other day, they said, "I will bury you and then help them find the body. Don't play with me."
Yeah, absolutely.
Scott Peterson.
There is a lot of people.
They'll be the ones leading the search. What you mean? Oh my goodness, someone's missing.
All right.
Oh my goodness, we have to get everyone together. You got your flashlights, guys? Let's make sure we meet. Like, we got to have a good meeting point, guys. We really got to find this person. It's really important.
Yeah. So everybody, y'all be missing the point. Ladies, the moment you cheat on your man, that man no longer has those feelings for you. And at some point, the feeling that he has, that hatred that he has for you, that sometimes it can end in him breaking up with you, and then sometimes it can end with you in a 6 foot
breaking up with you.
You know what I'm saying? Or in an oil bin, or he ripping your mask off while y'all deep sea diving. Like, this is what it is. It don't matter the race. It really don't. So when we do that, y'all are missing the component to it. Like, guys hold on to shit like that. They do. They never forget.
And guess what? And I'll teach you all about body math, in the back office. I can't put that on here because we have
But guess what, Chill?
Different levels of math.
Most men die when they're 30, but they're not buried until they're 80.
That's so sad.
Well, you just left the man.
Yeah, because we
y'all just walking around all dead inside.
Well, you said I'm out.
I'm alive.
Alisa, let me tell you something. I want you to do me a favor. You married, Alisa? You married?
She's not married. She's not married.
Oh my God.
She's dating herself. She's dating herself right now.
She's dating herself.
Okay, anyway,
Lisa,
this is how you. Okay, I'm just saying you're beautiful.
Let me answer that question because you triggered me.
Long as that rose is working, she good. Long as that rose is working, she good.
I am more than okay. But I'm more than okay when someone, just like Chill said earlier, when someone comes into my life to add value just as much as I would love to do for them,
as much as a blessing as I would love to be for them, then sure, why not? But other than that, no, thank you. But
Okay,
I'm more than okay. I'm happy. I love Black men.
I'm gonna give you a test, Elisa. Let me tell you how I know it's a whole bunch of walking dead men around here. I want you to, the next Black man you see, I want you to just walk up to him. Hey, how are you? And just speak to him.
I do.
And even if you know him, just give him a hug and watch how he collapse in your arms. He could be married. He could be in a relationship. He gonna you gonna feel that.
Yep, the rose, Hank. The rose,
I
Hank,
told
exactly.
a man the other day that, and it was caught off guard, and I was not flirting. I literally just said, "Your features are so beautiful." And that man, he said, "Oh," I said, "Oh, damn! Nobody ever compliments y'all. You don't." He smiled from ear to ear. So yeah, I get it. Y'all
we don't really get it. Like we don't
get our flowers.
That attention. We don't get those flowers. Most people, like he said, we don't really get recognized until we're gone.
Alyssa, and the most eligible bachelor is the married man. The mistreated married man. Let me tell you why.
What?
That happens to the married man too. He's at home, he's working, he's paying the bills, he's giving what he can, and nothing's being reciprocated. So then what happens is you have a man who is filling everyone else up, but himself is also empty because no one's filling him up. So what happens when that man cheats and women say, "Oh, you dirty dog, you cheated." No. What happened is that woman at that job or that woman at that grocery store that looked at him and said, "Wow, hey King, you're very handsome." That woman right there is the woman that's going to take his mind. And when you get a man's mind, he gone.
Yeah, until he doesn't know how to control his own mind. His mind gonna be.
Well, y'all don't either. We can't be going. Don't go there.
Don't do that now.
Yeah, don't do that because y'all do the same exact thing. So I don't even want to hear that.
His mind gonna go everywhere. Wait, so you said say that again?
Talk about women do the exact same things. I don't even want you can't go there with us.
What do you mean? No, like if someone gives him attention.
Yeah, usually when you hear it all the time. Oh, my man, stop giving me certain amount of attention. The first man that gives it to you that you're attracted to, that's the work husband.
And guess what? The man that give you the meat that puts you to sleep, that's the one you're gonna keep.
I'm trying to tell you. Matter of fact, hey, you need to go. Hey, go ahead. You go out the front door. Yeah, you're good.
Well, let me get Chia his roses. Why now? Let me give you your flowers, Chia. Your background look like flowers. Your background look like a Bad Boy or Missy Elliott video.
Take that.
Fuck it to me.
Still ain't go nowhere. He ain't.
I just want to add this because they say when it's the same thing for a woman, right? When they get your mind that you're gone, it's not necessarily that you're gone. You might just get added to the roster. Like, why do we have to automatically delete you? Like, I might like you and like you. Now I like both of you, and because
everybody's not in poly like you though.
I'm right you on my list because now you can be.
Not everybody, not everyone is a polygamous kid.
Now we can see if you're potentially friendly. Like maybe you said nice things. Let's see if those nice things were just a flush, in the air. Or let's see if these are nice things that you believe. And either you can be my friend or you can't be my friend. And then if you can't be my friend, then I still have my other friends. So I don't understand.
Because you're into that poly. We not all of us are into that.
Yeah, first, these are separate people. What does poly have to do with me dating you and then dating you? Y'all date, you don't just date one person, right? You actually date and then date. Poly is something completely different. If we're going to go into that conversation,
we talking about husbands though, okay? Not
right.
Dating boyfriends.
But you know what though? I understand where Kit's coming from.
Husbands have side bitches all the time, and y'all don't leave your wives, do you? You just
because we're loyal. Because
you don't leave your wife, right? Because of your loyalty. You don't leave your wife. You just add your person, right? And if you don't like the person, then you
loyal.
Take away from that person, but you still have your person.
We cheat because we love you.
I'm with you, kid.
Life, whether y'all know or not.
We cheat because we love
details
you.
We cheat because we love you.
And wait, I need to say this because blockchain has been killing my whole life in this fucking comment section. If you're poly, if it's not poly, then it's just being a hoe. No, when you date, that doesn't mean that you're fucking. Okay, that just means that you're dating. That means that you're actually getting to see if you actually even want them to breathe on you in a 3 feet radius. So please stop. Like I hate ignorance. Ignorance is running rampant all the time.
That's not what he's saying. What he's talking about is in the relationship. That's what we're talking. Because you're making it sound like you're just dating. Of course, you can date.
No, I said no. If you're married men are some of the most single men on the planet. If someone talks to you, you're not running out to go get a divorce.
You know that study
said that you smell good. Like stop.
You know.
So a woman. So you and stop. We're not gonna do that.
Go ahead.
Y'all are loyal to everything. Y'all are loyal to your teams. Y'all are loyal to your barbers.
And we loyal to our wives.
Y'all are loyal to.
We loyal to our wives.
Y'all are loyal to your wives, but that doesn't mean that your fidelity is with your wives. Y'all will go and hump a tree with a hole in it and still stay with your wife. Like let's
not talking about.
That's a lie. Listen, if my belly full of my balls drained, I'm staying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, y'all, my daughter just called me and said she just had a flat. I'm going to go and help her go rescue her, and I'll be back if y'all still on.
See you later.
Yeah, but kid, if the man is leaving the house with his belly full and his balls drained, he ain't going nowhere.
That's a lie.
And tell this
lie. So okay, whatever.
It's a lie.
Maybe your drain out the balls ain't good. I don't know.
We ain't gonna talk about that, but that's a lie.
Hold on. Could I get to the super chat real quick? Jesus.
Blaze.
We got a $9.99 super chat from my man Blaze. Blaze says, peace and abundance, GMT panel and chat. Sliding through for a few minutes. Catch the rest on the playback. Thank you so much for stopping through and watching Kit go through it. All right, we got another super chat from my guy, Blockchain Willie Freeman in the building. $10 super chat. And just because you don't like Kit doesn't mean anything other than you don't like. Stop being the hit dog hollering and understand that we are not men that hurt you.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Can he speak English first?
Basically, he's saying, because you sound mad at us.
I'm not mad at anybody. I can be, and this is exactly what happens. A black woman speaks with any level of spirit. All of a sudden, she's mad and she's ready to fight everybody. Tell her to blow me.
That's
ooh.
That's our Tuesday conversations where you blow up at me, and it's okay. Sunday conversation.
Because as soon as we leave, what happened?
You usually
in that thing on conversation, and we go right on about our lives. Ain't no.
Because I love you, kid. But anyways, black men don't cheat, and we're gonna have this on record.
And then we
love our wives. We are not out here.
You may love your wives, but let me add this. I feel like y'all love not all black men, not all men who are married, not just black men, but men who are in a conditional marriage where you decide that it is okay to step out on your wife and you guys did not have a previous conversation about it. Y'all are out in the clubs with your other 40-plus-year-old men acting like you're 16, 18, whatever the age you want to be.
Married men are out in the clubs?
May love. Yes. You live in Charlotte?
I don't know that world.
They outside.
I have no idea. I've never seen it.
It's okay.
No man
Lounges, clubs, cigar bars,
in the club.
golfing tournaments.
Right.
They outside. They are wineries. They in the
outside.
grocery store. They're
Okay.
at
Oh
the
my
farmer's
God.
market, the clubs, the
What are you
pool,
trying to say?
the beach,
What are you trying to
the
say?
plane.
What are you trying to say?
The point of what I'm saying is, for those individuals that are on that scale where they are stepping out, you may love your wife, yes, but do you love them on the same scale that you love yourself? Because that's what it's giving. It's giving you don't love yourself or respect yourself enough to know that you don't have to step out if you really want and love your wife. How much do you love them? How much do you love yourself?
According to what I just read in the comments, because GMT said black men don't cheat. But according to your homeboy, the one that you love the most, that you gave the wrench to, Blockchain, he said black men don't cheat on women worth not cheating on. So now all of a sudden your wife becomes a pawn as to whether or not she's worthy of you not cheating on her, even though the contract says that you wouldn't. What do I know?
No, it's giving their worth. That's how much you want it.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, men and women cheat at almost the same level. It don't really matter.
Then now let's talk about actual truth. Women cheat just as much as men.
I'm not mad.
I don't, but they sure do.
So there's that.
Right.
What happened?
So y'all cheat and leave, and we cheat and stay. So who's
No,
better?
I have plenty of female
for the
friends who cheat and stay.
Like dumbasses.
You have plenty
That's
of male
what we-
friends.
that's
You just said that men that cheat, that's women that cheat, they leave. Or they stay.
No,
And they stay in miserable marriages
toxic.
and
Yeah,
out there
so
cheating.
toxic.
And
I
they're
wanna
the ones
get-
that's causing the toxicity. Most of these women are sitting there talking about, I cheated on my man because I'm not happy.
I want to
He
give
ain't
Kid
do
her
nothing
flowers.
wrong. Think about it. Fellas, hold on 1 second, Quint. Quint, you can answer this question. Professor can answer this question. And Chill can answer this question.
Yep.
How many married women y'all cheated with when y'all were in y'all heydays?
A plethora.
I still
And how much of those women told y'all that their husbands was good men?
Quite a few.
Yeah,
Quite a few.
yeah.
They don't want to change their situation. They just want to have
If
fun.
I put a poll in this chat, which is 90% men, they will all have the same answer I'm giving y'all right now.
They just want to have fun. What is it? Is it the sexual aspect that's fun for y'all, or is it? I don't want to get caught.
For us or fun for them?
No, we're talking about them.
What's the problem with them? The women.
When y'all do cheat, not you specifically, but when y'all have cheated, was it because it was fun or because you?
When we cheated,
No,
on
we
women?
didn't cheat. We didn't cheat.
Okay.
They cheated with us.
Right. Yeah, we would have cheat her, not the cheatee. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, when you were the cheater,
Yeah.
you was
The
doing
cheatee.
We would have cheatee, they the cheat on.
We were the
would've
cheatees.
We would have
y'all
won.
avoiding the question though, because when
No.
y'all was the cheater.
No, when they were cheating, when women were cheating on their
I
husbands
agree
for
with,
us.
with Missy here. With Miss Chrissy, I agree with her. Why get married if people aren't willing to be faithful?
Yeah. So
But
when the women,
unfortunately, we live in this crazy world.
Well, there's like I've been explaining. I mean, come on, y'all look, y'all saw the video. Y'all know why she cheated, man. Women cheat when they don't respect the mate that they with. Point blank, period. If a woman got
how much money you got?
I didn't see the ring print until they switch hands.
You know what I'm saying? And then look, fellas, right? You know what I'm saying? Look,
I said I was Stevie Wonder. I didn't see it.
and then to be honest, like GMT said, he asked a very valid question. A lot of us, and even me still, I see now today, I'm older, I'm in my 40s, so I ain't got time to be dealing with no married women. And every time they try, I'm like, nah, you ain't trying to mess me up my blessings and get me ran up on by some dude or whatever, man. No, but it's a bunch of them that still try and they don't care. They don't care. It's because they with a guy that they don't respect, or they are with a guy that's providing a situation that they don't want to change, and they just want to let their hair down, so to speak, get them cheeks dusted off. You know what I'm saying?
Because the man's working too much. I'm too old to be running.
Yo, Elisa's faces be killing me, yo. She
Y'all
like,
ain't
whoa.
gonna stop me from giving Kid her flowers.
Go ahead. Give Kid her flowers. And what she said? I don't
Yeah,
want
when you said if a person does something wrong and you just demote them or what have you, I'm with you on that. When I was out in the world and seeing different women and trying to figure out which one I wanted to make my lady, when one messed up, I just demoted her to a sex toy. So you're right about that.
Yeah, I will do that.
But
it's not like healthy dating.
I appreciate the recognition.
Is it healthy dating? What do you mean is it healthy dating?
Is it healthy in dating? For him, did you end up making the right choice is what I'm trying to get
He
at.
married, he had to make the right choice.
Okay.
He wanted somebody to put him in the closet.
I'm right.
So,
I'm just telling y'all. Here's the thing. I feel like the reason y'all feel about how married men ain't outside like that is because y'all are men and they might not be telling you all their dirty details or whatever. But the women that they're actually out here trying to engage with, there's several women I can tell you right now, and every last one of them have at least one or two married men in their inboxes trying to hope that they'll make their day. It happens so much more than y'all want to talk about or even give air to, because to you all, it's this almost like this phenomenon that doesn't exist, like all these men just out here at home bouncing the happy baby on their knee or something. Like, we got to stop. This is outrageous and out of control. Married men are literal. I promise you. And I'm telling you from a standpoint of women. I'm not talking about from y'all. Y'all probably, your homeboys, I promise you, the conversations that y'all are having are definitely not about, oh yeah, so I was cutting this other girl, but nah, don't talk. Because a lot of the times, here's what happens. Men, especially married men, married couples in general, whether you're married or not, y'all love to pillow talk and share information. Now, you don't went and shared that information with your wife, but your wife knows the other chick. Now, she may have slid or said, or maybe you might want to start checking something or whatever, lead off into something else, and now it turns into this whole googly dock of BS. This is exactly why a lot of men don't go around talking about their escapades if they're married, about dealing with single people. But again, you all can say what you all want. That's because thank you. Again,
Did you go?
My married neighbor.
Don't let it get y'all wrapped up.
Did you go on, Ashley? Did you take the
her
date?
neighbor. Again, I don't even know who this Ashley is, and that's her neighbor.
That's
Okay?
Ashley from the
That's
panel.
Ashley from the panel.
Oh.
Yeah.
But no,
we know
they
married
do
men
it a lot.
can't.
It just happens a lot more than what you all think, and it's just kept really quiet because, of course, if it's out that he out here cheating or whatever, it causes problems and strain in his family. So the less people that know,
we know married men cheat.
I'm gonna give fellas a secret.
Now you know married man cheat, but just a second ago, black men don't cheat. I'm sick of y'all niggas today.
That's not what we said.
and there is in no way, shape, or form do I condone cheating. But men, when men cheat, I'm going to make a difference. There's a huge difference between when men cheat versus when women cheat. Women cheat, there's feelings attached to it. You know what I'm saying? And there's an act of you submitting to another dude so he'll climb up on top of you and dust you off. But for us, it's totally different. We can sleep with 100 different women and not give a single F about any of them.
Right.
So here's the thing. And not trying to rationalize it at all. Fellas,
I know what kids said this last week. Remember?
I know what you're thinking, but look, listen here, fellas. The moment you cheat, you know what I'm saying? You want to find out if your woman got passion for you, go ahead and let her know that you got a couple of girls trying to get at you. Women, our value relies in the options we have. And the value in a woman lies in her making you give up your options. That's just the name of the game. And when a woman finds out that you ain't got no options and she the best you could do, oh yeah, Katie barred the door, baby. The game about to change.
But chill, you're right. You're right. So like when you put yourself in a position, physique wise, financial wise, that other women want you. So a lot of times your woman will get in line because she know that she can be replaced. Like I told a woman before, I said, women, you guys are a dime a dozen. So if you can't get in line, you can be replaced. Not that difficult.
Yeah, you guys, there's a lot of men who do the replacement thing, which I can understand. It is quantity over quality sometimes when it comes to men and women, and just how many men, especially whatever city you live in, there's usually more women to men. I get that replacement thing, but really, is it a replacement?
It's not quality.
I understand.
It is quality. We want quality, and if you're not getting no point, no cold, we keep it pushing.
I'm not speaking for y'all specifically, but I have noticed, especially in the dating pool, since I'm kind of out there now, they say they want quality.
I thought you were dating yourself.
I am dating myself, but I'm not dating myself on my selfie dates. I see other people dating.
I got questions.
She's taking herself to state
man, I got questions, boss man. She tripped up. She said, "Now that I'm out there now." So
now,
at what point was you not out there?
When I was in a relationship.
Right. So did that man have options too?
That man cheated.
So he had options.
Ooh.
But I had options as well. I chose not to cheat. It's always a choice. Even when you're married, it's always a choice. You always have options. You will always have options. You should at least.
I'm asking you specifically. All right. So he cheated once. I mean, a guy cheating once.
No, he cheated more than once.
Oh, so he had a lot of options. This brother was.
No. He cheated more than once with the same person.
Oh, he had one brain out.
And you stayed?
No, I didn't stay.
He cried.
More than once.
I'm single.
Okay.
You say you cheated more than once, but you stayed with him.
I didn't catch it until after. So I'm a flight attendant. I'm always on the road. I did not catch it until I caught it.
Yeah,
but when I caught it,
I'm glad
when
you
I
did.
caught it, I caught it.
2 episode minimum. I ain't gonna ask too many questions. I'm gonna let you
Elisa, have you watched a lot of our previous episodes.
I've watched some of them. Yeah, he a hot mess.
Okay, as long as you know. As long as you know.
Holla, who me?
Yeah.
Like you don't know who the hell she talking to? Who the hell?
You might have to fly to New Hampshire. You might have to
made
fly to
sure
New
that
Hampshire.
time
Get on the bad boy video.
Right.
With the
But
halo.
no, like
Being around the world.
But no, I really do want to say this because I said it last week, and you kind of, and that's why I was over here just holding my peace like Jesus in the manger. But women are not monoliths, and everyone isn't this cookie cutter thing that people believe that, oh, if she slept with someone else, then she's just done with you, or she's no more attached. Not all women operate in that space. Not all women are operating where it's like, oh, well, he just did me this way, and so I'm gonna bring my emotions somewhere else. Like, that's not the case. And I think a lot of men really need to stop giving this narrative to women. This is why a lot of men are getting ran the hell over, because they're sitting here thinking things that are just not true. My suggestion would be get with friends that are women that can actually tell you all more than what you all believe to be true, because what you all believe to be true is a big farce, which is why y'all come on here a lot of the times with a lot of your farcy shit, and it don't be true. I like truth. I mean, we can get to the truth of the matter. Here's the thing. The truth is the truth. I'm not talking about opinion, because it's a fact. The truth is a fact. Whether your opinion agrees with it is one thing. Whether it's actual facts and true is something else. Your opinion is that if a woman, or when women do this particular thing, then they are now this. That is your opinion. The fact of the matter is that is not true. It's not the truth, no matter how much you want to make it true. Kind of like if we want to say that you're so chill when everyone knows that you're not. It's just a moniker. Right?
So what you're telling us is that there was a such thing as a good-hearted hoe.
All every day.
That's about what's blessed by the Lord, okay?
Blessed by the highest favors. And the crazy thing that you would call it being a hoe when it's not, and any other option, when men are exercising their options and not just sitting around waiting for the shoe to drop.
Women are not men.
They're being enterprising.
We're
and they're
different.
And
but they consider it as a hoe or whatever you want to call it, but why not call it something else? Because you guys are always running, not you guys, but men and people who consider them hoes run to those hoes. They run to them for the comfort. They're the ones that's the pillow talking. They're the ones they to cook. So why are they called hoes instead of goddesses or queens, right?
Because ain't nobody goddesses or queens. Y'all, these are regular women. Regular women.
This regular woman hang up. Are we almost done? It's been too long.
Almost. Yes.
No, listen, we do have. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. We do got it because Alyssa got a flight, so we do got to end it on time today. So with respect to her time, let me read the super chat. And with respect to her time, you don't mind, Alyssa, if we do final thoughts, because I know you got.
No, go right ahead.
We'll do the final thoughts.
You got like 15 out of me. 15.
Got like 15. So let me get the super chat out the way. We got a super chat by my guy Block.
So you earn your value by putting everything in everything?
Ooh, she reading.
The one thing.
Let me get it. It says blockchain says men and women are not equal to men and women are not equal to men sexually. Okay. You are to preserve your value while we have to earn ours, which is a fact. Women become 304s, men create 304s.
Amen.
Right. Amen.
You couldn't wait for him.
Let the church say amen.
That's from the second gospel of bull crap. Chapter 3, verse 1. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because
I'm literally over here. Honestly, I'm over here and I'm like, you know what? I don't know what his cheating life or whenever he goes to events or whatever looks like, but says he's married and he only has to make one woman miserable for the rest of her life, just it screams to me. It's just
We're not gonna let you talk about that man. He ain't here to defend himself.
And that's my brother. He's not here. That's my
I
guy.
don't care.
So,
the fact that he followed me here
smacks.
my spirit.
That's my guy. So, we're gonna have him on the panel next week. So you and him can have a conversation.
I'm not gonna be on.
All right.
I'll come because I'm confused.
I mean,
You gonna Rock been on this a lot. So let's go.
Is what I'm preserving.
Kid, stop, Kid.
Kid froze up and looked like Diggum Smack.
Alisa, please give your final thoughts, please.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me today. It was a pleasure. Final thoughts on this specific topic. If we're talking about that question that we just had, I'm gonna leave it because if you are supposedly the ones making the 304s, the math just not mathing for me because I don't get what he was saying. So we're gonna leave that one. As far as everything else, yes, Black men in general that are only raised in single parent households, because there are some deficiencies with men who are raised with just their father. They don't know how to do any emotion at all. So there's no happy medium. They definitely have a deficiency, and it's unfortunate, but unless you do the work to get out of it, you won't get out of it. So the work can always be done. It's not, would it be BMU, BWU? What's his name?
BMU.
BMU. There we go. Yeah, BMU he said y'all are all beasts or monsters. I don't think that, but there's just like Beauty and the Beast. Y'all can always find the way out of your beastliness, whatever. Y'all human. Yeah. So that's my final thoughts.
Right.
Hey, tell your airline they can't fly on Sundays between 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
Listen.
Yeah, they can't fly between 4 and 6.
Yeah, we need.
Okay.
Venezuela Airlines got to run all day.
I look Venezuelan. What y'all been coming for me?
Venezuelan
Welcome.
Airlines.
They're busy.
We are here, Kid. What's up, Kid? Final thoughts, Kid.
This will be my last podcast because blockchain is gonna make me smack the absolute shit out of him. So I hope this has been great.
Don't threaten him with a good time.
Enjoy your time. Those are my final words.
Kid, stop. Quinn. Go ahead, Quinn. Final thoughts.
Hey, I loved it. I enjoyed myself today. I enjoyed the new member. We had a great time today.
Right.
Kid.
She hot.
It's nice. It's been real, Quint.
Kid, come on, man.
Oh man. Don't listen to Kid. Kid is
I'm dead ass. Now let me explain something to you.
You better not leave us.
He is so disrespectful, and he always has something to say to me. Had he not even seen this pop up on my personal page, he wouldn't even know about you all. He needs to learn how to humble his. Like I said, he didn't have to worry about me.
Kid, we are live. We are live, Kid.
Down, Kid.
All right.
Let him use you.
What I said.
Professor, go ahead.
Let him use you, Kid.
Again, I appreciate being here and I appreciate the topic. Alyssa, thank you for showing up. You don't have to come ever again. But listen, I'm kidding.
You dismiss me. First of all, that's fine because you call me Alyssa and that's not my name.
How do I say your name?
It's okay.
That's fine. As long as you say mine later. Anyway, listen, what I was saying. Hey, Poppy. Anyway, listen.
Right, I'll get over it.
Well, single mothers do raise emotional kids. They raise a bunch of Ralph Tresvants. Man, boys walk around in skirts. Men that are in touch with their sensitivity, and they raise their son to be the men they want, and their daughters don't. So we definitely need to get back to men staying with the women, or having a community of men raising these kids so that they have that emotional stability, so that they can properly vet the women they're going to date later on. In addition to that, like I've said before, I don't say that on this one. But anyway, yeah, thank you again, but you guys have a good one.
Okay.
Piece of pan fried chicken.
Piece of pan fried chicken. I'm so chill. Talk to us.
Man. What a ride. What a roller coaster today, man. We were bouncing all over the place.
Today was a roller coaster for real.
You know, fellas, it's I don't know. I feel like a lot of guys don't quite get it just yet. You know, when it comes to this thing, I always pay attention to, what they form up against, when they start tag teaming us, and I'm telling you, your power lies in your options. Always remember that. I ain't say you got to act on them. Now, if you single like, as a bird like me, then do what God intended. Dust them cheeks. But if you're a married man, you know what I'm saying? Your woman got to know that women want you. And women want you because not only because you are handsome, dude. No, they want you because you got status, because your social economical status is above those in your vicinity. You know what I'm saying? That's your weapon. That's going to always be your weapon. And that's going to make it for the married men. That's going to make everybody else on the outside of your situation look like a risk. So, fellas, always keep your weapons, man. Don't never give up your tools. Okay? I don't care how much BS they try to talk you out of. Keep your guns up. Because the moment you drop them, she gonna run the tables on your ass. Ask Tom Brady.
Oh man. So all right, this was definitely a great show. It was all over the place, but it was still good nonetheless. Great topics, great vibes, and it is such a blessing having our new analyst on the show. It was dope. She said today she wanted to get her feet wet. I know it was a little chaotic, but it was fun nonetheless. So with that being said,
I said I'll definitely be back.
Definitely, that's what's up.
Thank you.
I'd also like to thank everyone in the chat for staying active today. Also, on top of that, thank you everyone who sent in a super chat. Definitely. Greatly appreciated. On top of the super chats, I would love for everyone, do me a favor, on your way out the door, please hit that like button. Likes are free. Likes are free. You do not have to pay a cent for it. And also, please share this content. I am currently on the road to 50,000 subscribers. So I'm trying to hit that benchmark. So please do me a favor and share this content to your folks, to your kin folks. Also, I would also like to thank Medium Man for having us on his panel yesterday. That was a great show. It was so much fun. And I'm looking forward to more and more collaborations with Medium Man as well.
Definitely.
Also, I would like to thank Breezy and pretty much, I could thank everybody. I could go on and on all day, so let me not do that. Thank y'all so much for supporting the show. Everyone who supports the show, everyone who subscribed. Let's keep growing. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
So there's something I can do.